Hello. It is another lovely day to do Minecraft stuff. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening here with these slimes. Why are they outlined? What's going on? What's happened here? But I can show you a little bit of what I worked on off of video. But I just kind of laid out a bunch of the materials I have access to, which is, oak, spruce, cherry, stones, colors that I have access to. We don't have green. And then I kind of played with some stone textures that I liked. Looks like we're going to be using a lot of smooth stone and andesite together. And then I set up a rough skeleton of our iron farm. So this is essentially what we're working with here. And I think we're going to make it into a little clock tower type deal. Get some texturing going on there. And this is me just playing with side textures. I'll probably continue this type of effect where it's using intermixed andesite and stone slab or stone brick walls in between with full blocks. And that should keep things non-spawnable. That's why we have the buttons here. And it should look pretty good. I was playing around with the clock face on the front, but we'll probably do that, and then we'll do maybe some glass on top, or we'll just seal it off with the wood. And that's how we're gonna cover the farm. I didn't spend too long messing with that because we need to get resources today. As always, it's a resource gathering stream. Probably because I don't spend stream. It's a resource gathering video, probably because I do not spend enough time gathering resources. So let's hop into hardcore real quick. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. We got the iron farm going. It's looking good there. Probably gonna trade some iron to the villagers to get things moving. I think we have some enchanted iron picks that we can get from our villagers right now. So I might try and grab some of those. Hello? Can I interest you in some iron? Lovely. Enchanted sword. You have enchanted iron picks. They're expensive. Never mind. I don't need them from you. I'll just go with the basic iron picks. Thank you very much. Anywho, let us get this back. Kind of release some of my chaos energy. We'll probably have to come back for more, so that's fine. Grab some food. Baked potatoes. And put our dirt back in the correct spot. And not be... Oh, dirt, not potatoes. You say potatoes. And then we should be good to go. We need some torches, though. Torches for sure. Torches, where are the torches? I don't have a whole lot of coal, so I may have to go mine for some, but our goal today is actually gold and diamond. We're going for big money today. And that is because I do probably want to get into the nether. When I was going through and doing sort of like a sample build for how we're going to cover that up, there was just not too many resources that we had. I think it would be nice to have a sample, to have access to quartz and nether bricks I like using a lot. But I'm also vibing with that kind of like enhanced vanilla, what if villager cities got a little crazy kind of vibe going on here. So We may just go with that for the rest of what we're working with on the video. On the video, I swear, I am half asleep still. I wake up on Saturdays and I'm like, yeah, let's go do stuff, get everything done, and I'm like, okay, time for a nap. Let's go back to bed. Let's go. It's rough. It's rough out here. It's been a busy week work-wise, so I haven't been able to do as much as I wanted to. And that's been a little frustrating, but I mean, we're here. I was requesting just blanking out and spending time in the mines as a video, but I guess it's really what we're doing this week. It does happen on occasion, but you know, this may be a hardcore series. That doesn't mean that we're doing things quickly. We're hardcore, but in the slowest possible form, because we are trying to stay alive. So we do need gold and diamond armor. I do feel somewhat okay about my capabilities to raid a bastion. At least to be able to get into it and open a chest. And my method may involve literally just encasing myself in 1x1 or 2x1 blocks for the whole route and just like building a tunnel for myself. And it's a little chaotic, but it works. It keeps me safe. It's helpful. And whatever works, works, and that's good. You don't have to do the most MLG gamer path. You can just play your game the way you want to, and that's okay. We're gonna just cut in so that we know where the next one's gonna stop. Boop. And then we can silk touch these. Yeah, we're moving up in the world. We got silk touch. Real advanced technology these days. Iron picks for our mines? Oh, baby. Tough. You know, I didn't sample tough in with my builds, but I do think tough may have a bit too much green cyan in it to really work with what I'm working with, because I want it to kind of complement the brown tones, and if there's too much like blue or cool tone in the block, it may start to stick out a little too much, especially if we're blending like andesite and smooth stone. We want to consider the undertones of the block palette. The fancy undertones. Are you a cool andesite or a warm andesite? I'm an olive andesite. I'm sorry if that didn't make any sense, but you know, that's a makeup joke. That's a joke about makeup. You never knowing what your undertone is. That's fine. But color theory plays a big role in Minecraft, and it's something that I can get a little bit strict about. And I feel like sometimes I limit myself because I'm like, oh, well, this block is going to stick out too much because it contrasts too much, and then I don't use it. And that was partially why I didn't do a lot of texturing in my builds before. Texturing. The fancy Minecraft word. Texturing. I don't know why I said it that weird, but I didn't do so much texturing back in the day on my builds because I didn't really understand how to do it, and I kind of struggled to. I do think there's a bit of a disadvantage in the fact that you can mostly texture with like grass blocks. Like you can texture moss a little bit, and you can texture with stone pretty easily. You can do it a little bit with wood, but most of your texture mixing realistically on a survival world is going to be stone. I think a lot of times we see these aspirational Minecraft builds that are like super impressive and beautiful and like thousands of blocks, and sometimes, yeah, we see them in survival. Usually those are built with more than one person in mind. So just keep in mind the context of what you're seeing. You know, some of these like Minecraft influencers, these great builders of Minecraft, sometimes they're using creative mode to build their things, or they're using tools. which is fine. That's allowed. But if you feel like you're not able to enjoyably collect a resource because you don't have like a mega mining redstone machine or something that will lay things out for you, that's okay. That's fine. You know, take building at your own pace and have fun with it. Because at the end of the day, building is going to be the most fun when you are enjoying yourself and you're exploring your creativity and not trying to make something just as good or just as cool as someone else's build. You know? Make an environment for yourself. Like, I built our pirate ship longhouse and I looked at it and I went, hey, this looks kind of like a pirate ship. But I kind of decided that a lot of the builds in the area, I may want to keep with the same block palette and the same color theme because it kind of gives a cohesiveness to it and it makes it look like it's one city. And I think that could be pretty cool to just like slowly build up the city and add more stuff. So I think the first build that we're doing is going to be a clock tower, and that's going to be covering up the iron farm, which I'm still waiting on like a wandering trader with slime for that. I just need like one ball of slime and we're good. I don't have to fiddle with it, but we can still build the exterior while we're waiting on that. And we're gonna have a clock tower. I think we talked about last time wanting to do barns for animals with like a cow squisher and stuff like that. So that's on the menu. And I'm trying to think what else we might want to put in the area. We might want to do maybe like a cafe or something. I always resort to like a cafe. I don't know why. Let's put a cafe in. They're just so cozy. A cafe or a library. Those are the places I like to build. Because I think having a place to just like settle down for a little bit and like AFK or even in real life, like sit and not have to extensively spend money or be required to interact with someone, you know? It's nice. It's nice. I do like going to my local library and like sitting down and just enjoying myself, staring out at the big windows and reading a book or working on some artwork. It's a good time. It's a good time. And I'm hoping that I can get back to that soon. It's a little busy. I haven't been able to go and like spend some time for myself recently. It's probably also just like my personal life management skills are a little not great. And that's not. I'm just aware of it at this point. Like, I'm not great with scheduling myself in a way that's satisfying. I guess it's sustainable. Yeah, like I'm not late for anything, but it's not satisfying always. You know, sometimes I always feel like I want more time to relax. And then when I finally go on vacation and get time to relax, I don't relax. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this, and this. But I'm looking forward to, I do have a vacation coming up, and I will try to pre-record for that. I will set time aside specifically to pre-record while I'm away for that. But I'm going to be going to a PAX board game, PAX Unplugged this year. I went last year for the first time and it was really, really fun. I'm going to be going with some of the stream crew or meeting up with them. And we're gonna go out, we're gonna have some good food, we're gonna play some board games. I play a lot of board games. That's probably why I also struggle to like find time to make video game content. I play a lot of board games. Like, we have a in-person group that meets up for board games. I would say like once a month or once every month and a half. And I think we're doing Risk Legacy today. And I've never played Risk before. I have no idea what this is about, but it should be a good time. And that's going to be later today, because I am so prepared for my life. But we've also played, we play a lot of Catan. We have played Wavelength. Carcassonne, you know, the classics. We got them. We got, I don't think it's an original, but a very old copy of Scotland Yard, which I think is hilarious because I only recognize it because I've seen Lucha Libre play it on stream. And every time I see it, they're like, oh, you should come join. You should come join. And I'm like, no, no. And now I'm like, oh shit, I actually know the rules. No, I might have to join them next time. But their games go on for a long, long time. Ooh. That can be a quick game and that can be a long game. It's essentially a game where one person is like a thief that's trying to hide from everybody, and you can move a certain amount during each turn, depending on like what resource you spend. But I think it's like every third turn, you have to say where you were that turn. And you have so many tickets to like do double movement or move this many places. So you have different like metro routes, train routes, buses, stuff like that you can take. And it gets kind of complicated, but I thought I was going to do so good the first time I was the robber. And I got caught within like 4 turns each time. I was like, why? Why am I losing so hard? But this is okay. This is fine. Everybody wants to be a winner of board games. You always want to win. But eventually I just accept that I am not going to win. I had one year, it was 2021, the year that I will never be allowed to live down, where I literally just openly said, I was like, this is 2021. This is the year where I cheat in board games. This is it. And I was true to my word. That was the only year that I cheated in board games. I'm an honest woman now. That sounds like such a lie, but I am an honest woman now. I do play legitimately. Do I play with good intent? No. Because there's a point where I realize I'm not going to have a chance at winning this game, or they're all going to gang up on me. And I just decide to sow chaos. I decide that if I can't win, no one will. And I will try to play the most annoying, frustrating version of the game. And it's pretty fucking fun because they're like, there's no reason why you should logically be doing that. Why are you doing that? And I'm like, because I choose to. And it's great because it frustrates everybody that I play with, because I play with a lot of people that are very like, oh, well, you could have done this turn and it would have been the most effective option. I'm like, no, I choose chaos. It's good. It's good. Good times. I do play Mahjong a lot. Mahjong Soul. It's a mobile app, and I will always recommend it if someone's interested in Mahjong. Not the Mahjong that came on Windows computers where you just like match tiles with the same stuff, but like actual Japanese Riichi Mahjong. Not American Mahjong. There's a bunch of... Mahjong is a game that is kind of like poker? Poker. Kind of like poker, where you're trying to form a hand. And there's a bunch of different regionalized specializations for how to play it. I had to think of the word. But one of the most standardized ones is Riichi Mahjong, which as far as I am aware is Japanese Mahjong. I'm not sure. But it is a very universally played one because the hands are pretty consistent. It's literally the same exact sets of things that you would score, like 4 of a kind or something like that, like you would in poker. There's set scores for certain combinations of tiles. This game's version of cards. I'm trying to explain it like as if no one has ever heard of it before. But if you're interested, Google Mahjong. Check it out. I play a lot of Mahjong Soul, and it's kind of my like before I go to bed game. It's very relaxing. It is a gacha game. But it is a gacha game where if you gacha, you're literally just paying for an actual PNG image. Though, they have upgraded. They have GIFs now. There's animated anime girls. But it's just like a really, really solid Mahjong game outside of that. Like, there's a couple of settings you can choose where you can do like training modes where it'll like teach you certain hands and how to do stuff. It explains how it scores it, and it scores it for you so you don't have to remember the hands essentially. You can also set it to auto call a win. So if you have a winning hand, it'll just automatically call it saying, you know, hey, I have a winning hand. And yeah, it's pretty solid. You can also set it to like not do certain things that might get you a higher scoring hand. There's a lot of really nice quality of life things in the app that I enjoy, and it's, you know, pretty easy to find people to play with because it has like a queue system for quote unquote ranked, but I just accept that, you know, bronze tier forever. Bronze tier? You talking about League? No, Mahjong. I just accept that I'm gonna lose. You know, it's fine. But it can get really fun, and at the end of the game, you can see your whole score come together if you win, and then you get to like slam your tile down. It's good. It's a good time. I would recommend it. Check it out. This is absolutely not sponsored. I'm just a nerd. I'm just a big nerd. Tiles go burr, click clack, click clack. And it's a good time. It's very relaxing to play before bed, unless you're like really intent on winning, and then you get really angry for like 30 minutes at a time because the matches can go a little long. But they're nice and it's a good time. Generally, if we're traveling and I'm like socially exhausted, I will just sit in my chair or sit on the couch or sit in bed and just play Mahjong on my phone. It's like every winter, essentially. September to December is my Mahjong season. It's like the time when I download Mahjong, or I'll have it on my phone and I'll just sit there and play Mahjong instead of talk to people. God, I wish I was playing Mahjong right now. There's something so satisfying about it. But we persist and we play real games. Ha 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 ha. You know, we have not found any gold or diamond, and that's kind of sad. But, you know, we're having a good time. We're getting lots of redstone. What other redstone builds do I want to set up in the future? I think I want to set up a tree farm for sure. Like after... Honestly, I might set it up now if I can. If I can get enough TNT, and if I can get the materials for it, I might set up a full, like, automated tree farm that just explodes everything. Because I think mostly I just need redstone. I need redstone, stone, I need TNT, probably like 21 max. Oh no, I need slime blocks. Shit. Never mind. I can't make that right now. We need to dig out a hole. It all comes back to this. It all comes back to digging, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Minecraft? You just want me to dig more. It truly does, though. Yeah, so we'll probably try and dig out a couple of chunks, just like a slice to find a slime chunk, so that, you know, we can at least go down there and get some slime guaranteed instead of trying to wait for a villager to have it. That's quite possible. We could also go on an adventure looking for a swamp biome, because slimes can spawn in there, but I have never had good luck finding stuff in swamp biomes, so I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Not quite sure on that one, Haas. You've confounded me. How could you put this strange substance here? Okay. I need caffeine. I haven't had any caffeine today. I've had some leftover French fries from fast food and some cookies. I really should not have had the cookies, but they were so good. They were so good. We got like, because we're having board game night, so we got some snacks for board game night. And because I had fast food yesterday, because I was really sad, and it's a bad habit, yes, but I was going through stuff because of work, and I was having feelings, and I went and I got fast food, okay? I had fast food, but today, because we were gonna get Taco Bell for board game night, I'm just gonna make some like salad or something. You know, we're gonna make healthy choices. But we did get some cookies, and I had a cookie, and it was so good. We got these like black and white cookies. And for those uninitiated, a black and white cookie is essentially it's almost like a cake-like cookie. It's a really soft cookie that's flat on one side and rounded on the other. And then if you've ever had like a Madeline, that's another like vague reference for probably most people, but it's kind of like that. And it's covered with almost like donut icing, like a chocolate side, but it tastes a little bit more like an Oreo, and a vanilla side or white icing side. And it's so good. Like, oh man, we got some from Walmart. They're so good. They're so good. They're like dangerously good. I'm like, who made these? I think why we like them so much is me and my partner both really like they're like these vanilla, like they're sugar cookies, but they're really really soft. We just call them soft cookies, but they're like super super soft sugar cookies with icing on them, and they always have like seasonal ones at every single grocery store. Yeah, those. They're so good. Like, we love the cookie on them. The icing, you know, give or take, it depends on the day. But we love the cookie on those. And the black and white cookies were pretty much made of that. That's like, this is amazing. It's like a nice snappy icing that I would equate to if you've ever had oh my god. What are those? They're like the Hostess cupcakes, and they're chocolate with like the little white squiggle of icing on it, and if you put it in the freezer, if it's cold at all, it's like really firm. It was that consistency. Like, it had a slight snap to it. So good. So good. That's the best. I don't like a lot of icing, but I like the texture of it to be right, you know? But it was good, and I enjoyed the cookie. And I am restraining myself not to eat all of them. But it's gonna be good. I'm also making some bread today, because one of my friends likes making bread as well. That's coming over for board games, and we're gonna be making some Japanese milk bread or some shokupan, which I have my own recipe that I've adjusted from testing other recipes for. And I'm making that, and I haven't made it in like months because it's a little tedious to make. Any kind of enriched bread dough, anything that's like got butter and eggs in it as well as just flour and water, it's a little fussy. You gotta proof it and shape it, and it's gotta be nice, and you gotta have room temperature butter everywhere. It's a bit much, but I'm excited to make some, and we're gonna share it with everybody. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a very interesting selection of foods at our board game night tonight, because it's gonna be like crackers, cheese, hummus, kielbasa? Yeah, kielbasa. Taco Bell, Mountain Dew, water, iced tea, veggie stir fry that I'm gonna be eating for dinner. With like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, spinach, what else? Some cookies, black and white cookies, snickerdoodle cookies, and milk bread. So, I mean, it's not the worst, but it's a very interesting mix. And I'll probably throw some carrots out too for the hummus, but should be good. Should be a good time. I get tired of chips, you know? You go to a get together or hang out with friends, everybody has chips. It's always chips. Why is it always chips? I'm tired of chips. I like chips, but I'm tired of them. They get all over your hands. Your hands get salty and greasy. Maybe this is just like the neurodivergence brain going off, but like I cannot handle like sticking my hand into a greasy bag of chips. Like, hate it. I hate it so much. I would rather not eat the chips than stick my hand into like a greasy bag of chips and get it all over my hand, and then my hand's dirty, and then it's a whole thing. So usually if I'm having chips, I put them in a bowl, or I I'll cut the bag down. Which I've done in front of some people, and they were like, "Oh my god, you've changed my life." But you know, cut the bag down. You've reduced the size of the bag, so you're not sticking your hand in a bag of just grease, or put it in a bowl, and that's my easy fix. But I figured I'd go for crackers instead, so we're not passing around a bag of chips of like just nothingness. It'll be good. We got some like everything bagel crackers, some pita crackers, and like not Triscuits. Definitely not Triscuits. They're woven wheat crackers. I do love Triscuits. I used to just snack on those as a kid, but they're so good. Although underrated combo that I was considering getting, but I didn't feel like fishing through the very, very packed chips aisle. At the store, I was considering getting some tortilla chips because tortilla chips and hummus are so good together. And now I'm suddenly thinking, like, what if we mixed hummus with, like, queso? We made, like, hummus queso. Because that could be really good. I like coming up with stupid ideas for things. Food-wise, definitely. I think one of the craziest things I've made, which it was okay in the end, it was a pizza that, you know, homemade pizza dough, all that stuff, had basil, ricotta, and strawberries on it. Yeah, basil, ricotta, and strawberries, and it was pretty good. It was nice. I don't know that I'd go for it again. I think, oh yes, finally some gold. I think it probably needed like some balsamic dressing because it had red sauce on it. And I think I put a little mozzarella on it too, but I think it needed a little more. Oh my god, is that the first gold I've had in this world? Oh my god, we're rich! Hell yeah. Hell to the fucking yeah. Hell yeah, we're rich. All right. Have we found diamonds? No. No, we found 5 gold ore. So, you know, we may have a couple of these chatty episodes. It seems like people are enjoying the more chatty episodes where I just sit here and talk to you. You know, I tell you about my day. I tell you how it's going. What's up? What are my feelings on Minecraft? What's my hot take on, I don't know, sheep? Villager containment? Yeah. Personally, I think you're crazy if you do a free-range villager farm. I think you're crazy. Thank you. Yeah, I don't understand why you would chase around villagers trying to find the one that has the right trade. I mean, I guess maybe I could see if you name tagged them. If you name tagged your villagers, that's the only instance when I could understand that. And say like, okay, yeah, you could do like a free range trading deal. Have they implemented the new trading changes that they were gonna add to Minecraft? Because they were going to add like biome specific trading, I think. They were doing something with villagers so that you can do a big villager trading hall with all the trades. I don't know if they implemented that. And I like know that I'm pretty sure my version of Minecraft, the 1.20.1, is the version before they add that. But yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. I like not having to travel to do a trade, you know? And this is a part of their whole, like, we gotta bring the mining back to Minecraft. But I don't know that I agree with that. Like, I'm fine. This is a vibe. I like mining, but there's not really, with the changes that they made to mining, it's not incentivized. Like, yeah, they want you to explore caves, so they made it so that the ores spawn better, like, closer to the edge of a tunnel or something. But it's not enjoyable to go explore a bunch of caves and panic and feel like I'm dying. I don't know. I feel like they're trying to cater a lot to people who want those like adventure-y bases without realizing that like a lot of the consistent and really supportive players of Minecraft, like the people that always come back to Minecraft, they're usually people that are plenty happy playing on like a 10-year-old world and are like, I've been playing this game for years and I love it. And I just want to have new blocks to build cool things. You know? They just want to be able to build. So like artificially / officially limiting access to blocks and materials just feels kind of weird. It does feel weird. And I guess it's in an effort to make it so people don't like speed run the game essentially and like have this like undying overpowered method for playing the game. I guess it's like to make people enjoy the early game a bit more, but I don't think there's so many I don't know that there's a big audience that does that. Like yeah, there are definitely people that do just rush the game and their whole thing is like, I play Minecraft, I went to beat the game, I killed the Ender Dragon, and now I'm ready to come back and game's done, great, cool, bye. But I don't know, I think the creativity is like a big part of it, so I don't quite understand where they're going with some of the new additions that they've made. I do feel like maybe they're trying to add in stuff to tie in with some of the educational things they've been doing. I know that they have like educational Minecraft that they send to schools, and it has like, that's why the frog stuff changed, and there's a bunch of specifics to, you know, what's like mirrored in real life and conservational. I don't know where I'm going with the statement, but like they're adding stuff to try and make it more educational. So maybe there's like a target audience that I'm missing. That's not like the core players that I think of that play Minecraft, but it just strikes me as strange to make the live service of the game different. So this is where I bring back the conversation of me wondering if we're going to end up with like hard or old school Minecraft servers. Like we already have them for sure. We already have them, but are we going to get just servers that are just like, hey, this is just like 1.20 before they push this major update out? Like, I know that we had hold-offs before the cave and cliff update. Like, a lot of people were like, nah, I don't like this. We're just going to stay with the same old server. So I'm wondering if we're going to see more of that with some of the changes that they've been adding. Because I know a lot of people, like, some people won't like or want to participate in the like auto crafter update that they're adding. So I have a feeling that we're definitely going to get some servers holding off on updating from that front. So I'm not really too surprised with those changes. All right. I am losing my thought process. So that's going to be it for today's video. Honestly, we literally might have a couple mining sessions in a row of just chatting and mining. I don't like doing that, but I think we need to do a big mine, and we're not getting enough resources from what we have so far. So either we're gonna have like a mega video of me just talking and mining, or I'll see you next week. Hey. And we will plan out what we're going to set up. We're going to chat. We're going to hang. And it's okay. This is, we're taking it slow. We're taking it easy. We're surviving. We are on day 186 in this world. World 6, day 186. So I will catch you all later, and I hope that you have a good one. Bye!